What are boys and girls? Hapus Di Clean. Welcome to another wonderful week at St Andrew's Primary School. I feel honoured today to be taking over this week's Monday Assembly. I've been granted permission due to some of the fantastic work that our Year 6 pupils have engaged in throughout the autumn term. I want to share that work with you. I want to tell you what we did and some of the collaboration project work we did. We worked closely with a school, or two schools, should I say, sorry, in Nepal. For those of you who don't know where that is, hopefully throughout the course of this assembly, you'll have a clearer picture. And I just want to share with you really what was some of the fantastic work that the children did. This project was all about them, their engagement, their collaboration, their enthusiasm to be ethically informed citizens. They blew us away with some of the work they did, and I just really want to share that with you. So Miss Giles said, Mr. Hayward, you have to share this with the whole school. Tell them what you've done. So let's see some of their fantastic work. So the project was called Connecting Classrooms Through Global Learning, and it was a project between Wales and Nepal. So first of all, I just want to clarify for some children out there, some learners out there, where is Nepal and why is it so famous? So Nepal is a trekker's paradise. Nepal combines Himalayan views, golden temples, charming hill villages and jungle wildlife watching to offer one of the world's great travel destinations. The people of Nepal are great. Since there are a lot of people living in Nepal, belonging to different ethnicities and languages, the culture of Nepal is very rich, but you will find that the people of Nepal are very generous and hospitable. Nepal is rich in spirituality and mysticism. Nepal is the home to people belonging to a lot of regions of cultures. You will find a big population in here to be Hindus, then there are Buddhists as well. The other minorities include Muslims. Majestic peaks of Himalaya and trekking. Since Nepal is located right in the heart of Himalayan mountains, it is therefore has extremely beautiful summits that are high and they offer various options for adventure lovers. So a little bit about Nepal. We've got the map up there to show you where Nepal is. It's located all the way over in Asia, around about where India is for some of those children. I know we've got lots of Indian children and families within our school. And there is a photo of Mount Everest, so some of the main reason for Nepal's fame. Let's see what some of the children did there. So, as a class, we researched Nepal and we created all about Nepal pages. We thought, what a wonderful way to start a project. Just like we create all about me pages on ourselves at the start of the year in St Andrews, we created all about Nepal pages and we used research in order to do this. Now, in this project, there were 4 schools involved. There were 2 schools from Newport and there were 2 schools from Nepal. In Nepal, we had a boarding school engagement with us, and we also had an education foundation. And in Newport, we had St Andrew's Primary School and also Malpas Primary. So there's a little image from one of the primary schools just to show some of the colour, how it's different from where we live in St Andrews, and just to give you an idea of the differences between both sets of schooling. We were embarking on a project to learn from each other, to learn together and to tackle global crisis using the Sustainable Development Goals or SDGs to do this. So one of the key questions before embarking on this wonderful project and really beginning to do it is the children had to learn about the SDGs. We wanted to know what are the SDGs and what do we focus our learning on. So now some Year 6 pupils are going to talk you through that. Enjoy.
SDG number 1, no poverty.
Number 2, zero hunger.
Number 3, good health and well-being.
Number 4, quality education.
Number 5, gender equality.
Number 6, clean water and sanitisation.
Number 7, affordable and clean energy.
Number 8, decent work and economic growth.
Number 9, industry, innovation and infrastructure.
Number 10, reduce inequalities.
Number 11, sustainable cities and communities. Number 12, responsible consumption and production.
Number 13, climate change.
Number 14, life below water.
Number 15, life on land.
Number 16, peace, justice and strong institution.
Number 17, partnership for the goals.
Now, a little bit more about what we did during our project with Nepal. You can see that we researched each other's schools. So there's an image up there, some of the Nepalese children working hard in their class. You can see the uniforms, you can see their desks. You can also see some similarities and differences between how they dress and perhaps how they behave in working class. So we researched each other's cultures, countries, and we found out where they were located, what their school was like, and we sent images of our schoolwork back and forth. But here you can see a lovely display that the Year 6 pupils have done in 6th on Nepal, but also the work presented here is all work from Nepalese children, where they've researched Wales and found out about some of our traditional clothing and some of our traditional food. Now, remember, the project was split across 4 schools, so that schools paired up. In St Andrews, we researched food miles from around the world, and we learned more about the Sustainable Development Goals. So we learned about how far food travels to our home, to our plate, the impact that has on the environment. In Malpas and Smarika, they chose to look at uniforms and compare how they were made. And there's some wonderful images there of the different children's uniforms. You can quite clearly see Malpas School's uniform there in red, but in Nepal we found they had 2 different school uniforms for the different days they attended, and you can see the white, the colours there, fantastic. So both sets of children looking very smart from complete different sides of the world in complete different cultures, but it shows how respected school is to both sets of children. Now, we love this because Nepal had some questions. They had a bunch of questions for us. They wrote the questions down, but they also sent us these fantastic videos. Now, there were so many videos to choose from, and the level of English from our Nepalese friends was phenomenal. We were blown away because English isn't their first language naturally. So we were blown away by their English, and they asked us a bunch of questions. So enjoy. Here are some of the questions that we received in Year 6 from Nepal.
Agriculture is our traditional occupation.
Does Wales has any?
Is Wales part of a Schengen country?
Nepal is a beautiful country.
How beautiful is Wales?
What is the national anthem of Wales?
Hi, good afternoon from Nepal. It's me, Aistulal, and I promise to plant a tree on my every birthday. And my question is, what is the national animal of Wales?
And in response to their questions, we made promises for the world, and we asked questions of our friends in Nepal as well. Please enjoy some of our promises that we made in Year 6 and some of the work we contributed back and forth with our friends in Nepal to engage the children and improve our knowledge of each other's countries.
What's the national anthem for Wales?
The national anthem of Wales is Mein Hen Blant Fy Nadwy, which means land of my father.
What is the highest mountain in Wales?
Snowdon is the highest mountain in Wales. It is 1,085 metres high.
Wow, that is really high.
I know. What is the most common meal eaten in Wales?
The most common meal eaten in Wales is fish and chips.
Who's the like a bit of fish and chips? What is the most common language spoken in Wales?
The most common language spoken is English, but Welsh and other languages are spoken here too. What is the meaning of the Welsh dragon on the flag?
It is in order to symbolise their power and authority after the Romans withdrew from Britain.
What is the national animal of Wales?
The national animal in Wales is
The Welsh dragon.
Are there any famous lakes in Wales?
yes. Some of the famous lakes in Wales are
Clean Tegid, Lake Vermouth,
Clean Iarfanfo,
Clean Ogwen,
Clean Hadon, Clean Ledu,
Clean Goslar,
Clean Iwan.
and much, much more.
to walk to school every day.
I promise to walk places more often instead of using the car.
I promise to recycle more often.
I promise to stop using plastic bags.
Question for you is, why is your flag not a rectangle?
We want want our world leaders to encourage more people to stop ruining animals and people's lives.
I promise to do more recycling and try to help the planet.
I promise to walk places more often instead of using the car. What is your national food?
National food is Welsh cakes, but fish and chips are very popular as well.
How long do you spend in school? We spend 6 hours.
What is your national sport? Ours is rugby.
Do you have any animals that are only from your country?
What's your population? And do you celebrate Remembrance Day like us?
Do you have a king or queen? If you do, who are they? Ours is Queen Elizabeth II.
We have to take buses to school. How about you?
Now, as we were working through our learning on our SDGs, we came across SDG 13, which was climate change. And with that, COP26 took place. The children made promises. They researched social media accounts to see where what people were saying online about various global events that had taken place and how they'd impacted the natural world. And then children took their time to draw what the world could look like and should look like, but also what the world may look like if we don't stick to our promises and we don't make our changes. Now, with this wonderful project came the opportunity to have and apply for a grant. So we spoke as a year group and our Eco Council and our partners in Nepal on what we would like to spend our £1,600 grant on and how we can improve engagement with climate issues. We bought a set of books. We bought a ton of books for the whole school, which are fantastic books all about different climate problems, global issues. We bought litter pickers made from recycled plastic, and we bought water bags to recycle water, and we got clipboards for the Eco School. Now, these resources were not only shared among ourselves and Malpas in Newport, but we also sent £500 all the way to Nepal so they could make purchases and they could improve their reaches towards being sustainable pupils. These purchases will ensure that our work towards a more sustainable planet continues at St Andrews and beyond. We held fantastic celebration events towards the end of our project where children shared their learning. Here you can see the fact that our project ended around Christmas time, so you may notice some interesting uniforms from the St Andrews pupils, but also our friends in Nepal made us Christmas gifts which they wanted to share with us. We had a celebration event where we met with our friends from Nepal on a Zoom meeting, and we had a fantastic time getting to know them, talking to them, and just generally sharing some of our work. So please enjoy this.
Hello, my name is Evan.
has climate change affected your country?
And in the days to come too, we are planning to do the different projects with you. And in Christmas too, we are planning to exchange the cards or greetings and something like that with the help of teachers. Thank you, thank you, thank you for your kind support.
Overall, we absolutely loved this authentic project, and we'd love to do more of the same in the future.
What I liked about this project was that we had a Zoom call with them.
Hello, the part I enjoyed was when we wrote facts about Nepal and when we got to talk to people from Nepal on a Zoom meeting. I enjoyed this lesson because they were so kind and I got to know some things about them. I liked the facts lesson because we got to research about Nepal and found out some interesting facts and wrote it down on our learning journal.
Hello, my most favourite thing I did in this project was when we got to talk to people from Nepal and I got to show them my work from my research. And I loved how kind they were, and I got to tell them about whales and as they got to talk about Nepal to me.
I researched the animals of Nepal, which for me was the most fun part. I plotted the animals into categories. The categories were animals in general, dangerous animals, and rare animals. Some of those rare animals are the red panda and the snow leopard. This part was very fun for me because I love animals, and I drew a red panda, which was another fun part of this experience.
The thing I liked most about the Nepal project was searching facts about Nepal, because I find it interesting to search deep down into their history, facts and general knowledge.
I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. Bye!
So I hope you enjoyed learning about the project that we took part in with our friends over in Nepal. I feel, and I know the other Year 6 teachers and the Year 6 children feel, that we've made some lifelong friendships there. And I also know that if we want to engage in anything, if we want to send work, if we want to communicate on any ideas with our friends in Nepal, that they are simply a click away now. And that goes out to any of the teachers, any of the children. If you want to engage with us in this project, if you want to share work with Nepal, if you've got ideas, questions, if you want a link, please get in touch with us, because we would love to make that connection, continue that relationship with St Andrews in Nepal, because we think it's really important going forward for our children to have those really important lifelong learning experiences. Thank you for listening. Have a wonderful week. Dabochi.
Chinese New Year, there's so much to see and do. Say goodbye to the old and welcome in the new. When does the spring festival take place? Well, the date doesn't stay the same. The lunar calendar has a different pace. It means CMY is open to change. Falls between January the 21st and the 21st of February. When you see the new moon, CMY is coming soon, and you know that it's time to party. To get things started, make some room, cause CNY starts off with a broom. Tradition says that sweeping will get rid of bad luck and bring good fortune with the brand new moon. Happy Chinese New Year. Look at the red and gold decorations. Red for happiness, gold for wealth, for the CNY celebrations. So what about the animals in the decor? Well, this is what the lunar calendar is for. You see, it's made up of cycles that last 12 years. For each one a different animal appears. Legend says that Buddha asked all of the animals for a New Year's jamboree. 12 of them and they each gave a name to a year that reflects your personality. Rat, ox, tiger, rabbit, dragon and snake. Horse, sheep, monkey, rooster, dog and pig. Sing it! Rat, ox, tiger, rabbit, dragon and snake. Horse, sheep, monkey, rooster, dog and pig. Happy Chinese New Year. Do you know which birth year is yours?